What materials were used in alchemy? Have you ever wondered what materials alchemists used in their quest to transform base metals into gold? Alchemy, especially during the medieval period in Europe, was a fascinating blend of science and mysticism. Alchemists experimented with various substances, each chosen for its unique properties and symbolic meanings. Let's break down the key materials they utilized. First up is metals, which played a vital role in alchemical practices. Mercury was particularly important due to its liquid state at room temperature. It symbolized transformation and fluidity, making it a favorite among alchemists. Lead was also frequently used, as alchemists aimed to turn it into gold. Other metals like copper, iron, tin, and, of course, gold itself were also part of their experiments. Next, we have minerals and vitriols. Vitriols are mineral sulfates that were essential to alchemical processes. For instance, green vitriol, known as iron sulfate, was often referred to as the green lion in alchemical texts. Blue vitriol, which is copper sulfate, and red vitriol or cobalt sulfate were also commonly used. These substances were prized for their chemical properties, especially in distillation and sublimation. Salts were another crucial component in alchemy. Alchemists worked with various salts, including saltpeter, which is potassium nitrate, often sourced from natural deposits and dung heaps. Common salt, or sodium chloride sal ammoniac, which is ammonium chloride, and Glauber's salt, known as sodium sulfate, were also important. These salts were involved in chemical reactions and helped prepare mineral acids. Speaking of acids, medieval European alchemists developed mineral acids like nitric and sulfuric acid. These were derived from vitriols and saltpeter. They were used to dissolve metals and facilitate transformations, making them essential in the alchemical toolkit. Organic substances and herbs, while not as emphasized, also found their way into alchemical practices. Some texts mention herbs symbolically or as ingredients in complex recipes. These organic materials added another layer to the alchemical process. Alchemists also utilized various distilled liquids, often referred to as waters, oils, or spirits. These were purified substances obtained through distillation. For example, strong waters made from mixtures of vitriol and saltpeter were common. Diethyl ether, known as sweet vitriol, was produced by mixing oil of vitriol, which is sulfuric acid, with spirit of wine or ethanol and heating the mixture. To process these materials, alchemists used equipment like crucibles, furnaces, alembics, which are distillation apparatus, and glassware. Techniques included sublimation, distillation, grinding, and heating to induce chemical changes. In summary, the materials used in European alchemy during the medieval period included a mix of metals, minerals, salts, vitriols, mineral acids, organic substances, and distilled liquids. These materials were manipulated through early chemical techniques, combining practical experimentation with mystical symbolism. Alchemists aimed to purify substances, create the philosopher's stone, and transmute base metals into noble ones like gold. This fascinating blend of science and mysticism defined the material culture and practices of medieval European alchemy.